What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Broadway Joel. If you like to stay up to date with boxing news, please hit that subscribe button. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. So Gary Russell Jr. will be taking on Mark Magsayo. And I'm predicting an upset. And the reason why I'm predicting this upset is because of this article I read on Boxing Scene. Check it out. The long-reigning WBC featherweight champion revealed during an appearance Wednesday on the DAZN boxing show that he is suffering from a little slight injury that he declined to disclose. Russell will end almost a 2-year layoff on Saturday night and already has dealt with the foot amputation that has prevented his father, who is his longtime trainer, from properly helping him to prepare for this fight. Now, that sounds crazy to me. Not only is he going into a fight where he's announcing himself that he has a little slight injury, he's also dealing with his father who just had his foot amputated. You know that's going to have to affect him mentally. The fact that your father just had health problems to the point that he lost a foot. And then you add that to on top of that this is your trainer. This is the guy who trains you. And he's no longer going to be in your corner. No longer being in the gym. Listen to the rest of this quote. The article. Russell revealed last week that he essentially has trained himself for his mandated defense versus the Filipino Mark on Saturday night in Atlantic City, New Jersey. That sounds crazy to me. That sounds crazy to me. Now you telling me this guy is not having his father train him. It's not like, oh, his father got his foot amputated, he can't train me, so I'm gonna train with Barry Hunter, Ronnie Shields, or Freddie Rhodes, Robert Garcia. Where, all right, I'm putting you on the sidelines, Dad, but I'm going to this other legit trainer who's gonna help train me. Also, I've seen Gary Russell in the corner of his brothers. So not only are you not you training yourself, you're also training your brothers. How focused are you on yourself and to making yourself better in this boxing world? I find that very interesting. But this is another quote that was in part of the article. I never go into any of my fights 100%, to be honest with you, Russell said. I do have a slight injury, but I prefer not to elaborate on it until after the fight. We're going to get through this fight. We're still going to make things shake, and then we'll go ahead and put it out there after it's all said and done. I mean, I don't like when a fighter talks like that. I don't like when a fighter talks like that. Also, in previous interviews, I've seen him talk about how he wants to fight Terrence Crawford because him and Terrence Crawford have a beef. I've heard him call out Tank. I've heard him call out Devin Haney. It's like, this is somewhat reminding me of what Tio went through. Tio was calling out everybody, not focusing on Cambosos. I haven't heard Gary Russell talk about Magsayo and how he's going to knock him out and how this is an easy fight for him. I haven't heard none of that coming from his mouth. Every time I hear him talk, he's usually talking about another fighter, his future. And then again, 2-year layoff. You're fighting a guy 7 years younger than you. Somebody who's taller than you. Somebody who has a longer reach. Somebody who has been more active. You just lost, your father just lost your foot. That's affecting you mentally. You're not, he's not training you. You're training yourself. You're training your brothers. And you have an injury coming into this fight. I'm predicting an upset. And I know, I know I'm going out on a limb because skill for skill, man, there's no comparison. Gary Russell was way better than Magsayo. I'm not, listen, if Gary Russell ends up coming back and knocks this guy out, I wouldn't be surprised. But I just think that long layoff, on top of the fact everything else I just mentioned, I don't think he's 100% focused. And I think he gets caught sleeping at the wheel and loses this. I'm actually putting money on this fight. The odds, the gambling is now here in New York legal. So this will be my first bet. I'm not getting crazy on how much I bet. I'm not one of those gambling crazy guys. But a unanimous decision by Magsayo is plus 750. And a knockout is plus 500. I put $50 on both of them. So if Magsayo wins by decision, I win $375. And if he wins by knockout, I win $250. So again, I'm going Magsayo by decision. That's pretty much more my prediction. What I think happens is Gary Russell is a little bit rusty. And when you got a young, hungry, undefeated fighter getting his first title shot, he's going to come as motivated as ever. And you dealing with a little bit of injury, you dealing with a little bit of mental problems with your father, you spreading yourself thin, training your brothers. I think Magsayo shocks Gary Russell, not because he's a better fighter. I do not think he's a better fighter than Gary Russell. I just think he gets caught sleeping at the wheel. But all right, guys, let me know if you guys agree. Do you guys agree that Gary Russell's going to get upset? Or do you think that Russell is focused enough to take care of business and Magsayo poses no real threat towards him? But all right, guys, that's my video. Leave a comment in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Like. And also, I go live every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. If you'd like to be part of the conversation, it's a call-in show. So if you guys either agree or disagree, please come through Wednesday and just call in. But all right, guys, until next time, peace.